Okay, hey now, kids, how we doing on a gray, cold Monday, dude? I'm going to be totally honest right out of the gate, Tony. I mean, I'm still slightly limping. Okay, I'm still limping off the battlefield from Friday night. We had such a great time. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We're going to break down and recap the the holiday bash, man. We all had a great time. It was a true family affair, as Sly Stone would say. It's a family affair. It was a family affair. And it was so great to see so many PMPers coming out and celebrating the weekend. Tony, I can think of no better way to bookend the weekend. Like Friday night, you got the holiday frolic. Sunday night, Chiefs go down in freaking flames. I got to tell you, Tony, if I've ever achieved anything in my life, like I did get a college degree somehow. I don't know how I pulled that off, but I did. Same with you. How we graduated is anybody's guess. But I will tell you this. I think I've been pretty successful in my season-long campaign to defund the Kansas City Chiefs. The universe took hold of it, and all the powers that be, like all of the extracurricular forces in the universe are shining down on us, all of us anti-Kansas City Chief people. So last night, all I'm saying, Tony, it was a great way to end the weekend, watching Mahomes and Kelsey dropping passes, like all of it. It was okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in great detail. That is the Patrick Mahomes piñata, which we all whacked around, and it was filled with all kinds of things, including some unmentionables. I couldn't believe my eyes when the stuff started falling out. But, Tony, we'll get into that before, but I don't want to do that until I ask you how you're doing today and how you felt about the weekend and the party and all that stuff. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, man. I'm still housed. I'm a
little house too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a little house. I was kind of housed all weekend. You know what I mean? So you know what I did? You know what? I got to be totally honest. Saturday, I didn't get enough sleep as I should have after the holiday bash. So you know what I did? On Saturday, I got a little hair of the dog going, buddy. I went right back in. I really did. I went right back in. And I was watching college football all day. But anyway, I'm a little housed. You're a little housed. Sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
No, housed and just full of gratitude and joy and great vibes. And just what a wonderful holiday frolic. And yeah, man, I nursed my wounds all weekend long. I loved watching Indiana beat Ohio State.
Me too. How about the Hoosiers, dude? The number one seed. Like Damon Bruce must be on cloud.
He
must be floating around the universe right now. Like, I don't think people from Indiana know how to process this. They're used to great basketball, but having a number one ranked football team looking down at schools like Alabama, Oklahoma, like all these powerhouse schools. Nope. Indiana, dude. It's Hoosier time, Tony.
Dude, Damon Bruce, I'll try and find it. He posted a video of just basically screaming into his phone.
He deserves it. You know what I mean? Somebody like that, those guys, the Indiana people, they deserve their glory. Let them have a good time.
And dude, forever. Fernando Mendoza is not afraid to get emotional.
Oh my God, this kid with freaking tears and the glory to God. I mean, this guy, he almost just started having like a mass right there on the field. You know what I mean? He was like going to start like giving people communion. That kid, he's all about glory to God, that kid. I'm just letting you know. Mendoza's a big God guy.
Dude, and also like he did that after Cal won the big game last year. He was brought to tears and go Bears. And so I'm really happy for the kid. The kid, how about the decision he made for himself? He said he was a star at Cal, and he said, you know what? I'm going to transfer and I'm going to go to Indiana. And now he's probably going to win the Heisman. He's on the number one ranked team in football. They just beat the Ohio State Buckeyes. Like, man, I'm really happy for the kid. I'm happy for Indiana. Although I was thinking about this. Odds are, if they have to face Ohio State again, beating them twice in like a 3-week span, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a tall order. But I'm on the bandwagon, big time on the bandwagon. So I'm happy.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm all about the Hoosiers right now, man, as we should be. Tony, and how did you feel about?
All right, good business time.
Oh, right. You know what? Who cares?
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Yeah, come on, man. What kind of business you got? Oh, we got super business. Take it away.
A couple of the broads of PMP, the ladies of PMP. Patty from Napa, thank you for the super. Totally unnecessary. She said, best holiday party ever. Fun seeing all. Missed those not there in person. I'm sorry for cursing. Mahomes landed on his booty Friday and Sunday. Love you all. And Patty, I know you want to, I'm sorry, Polly, I know you want to say something, but also Patty, just want to thank you for all of your efforts and all of your help on Friday, and for the lovely gift on Friday, and for all of your help behind the scenes the last few months. It's been wonderful getting to know you, and so thank you so much, Patty. And Paulie, I know you want to say something before we get to our next super, by the way.
I do. Then by the way, Tony, let me just jump right in and say, like, let's not forget, this is Miss PMP we're talking about. Yes. You understand? Yep. She walked out of there with the freaking sash on, dude. Miss PMP 2025. Miss PMP was awarded to Patty from Napa. We had our award ceremony, and it was so much fun, man. We got to honor a lot of the great supporters we've had in the audience all year. Noemi was another one. Rags won an award. Robot Centaur won an award. But Patty from Napa was crowned Miss PMP. I would like to say, Patty, not only thank you for the support all year long, because you've been amazing. All you guys have been amazing. Patty from freaking there it is. She was wearing that thing, man. Patty from Napa was also, and she's always been this way, Tony. She's always been like this. She's super, super generous. And she sent me home. I know you got a gift bag too. Mm-hmm. But Patty, I want to thank you for that gift bag. Maybe my favorite thing in the whole bag, because she had all this different stuff, including Tony, a set of headphones. Thank you for those very much. I'm probably going to use those. I swear to God. Second of all, she sent me a gift wrapped cassette with a candy cane tape to it, and it was Bruce Springsteen, The River. I was like, Patty, you just won me over in ways you can't even comprehend. You giving me the cassette. I still got tape decks in the house. Don't get me wrong. I really do. I got any kind of machine that can make music, I got it in my house. Every room has like its own little stereo unit. Tony, go ahead, buddy.
I have my Fisher-Price first ever cassette player. I still have that Fisher-Price cassette player. I don't even know if it works, but
is that the one you would have been playing like Rat albums on and stuff when you were a kid? Like, is
Correct.
It that? Okay.
Correct. And I also, the Who Face Dances and the Cars Heartbeat City were the two cassettes I bought first for that Fisher-Price.
You're off to a great start. Couple of great records right there, buddy.
Well, and now I'm going to throw in the cassette that Patty got me, Michael Jackson's Bad. She gave me a nice, man. Yeah. So Patty, I will absolutely give that a go in my Fisher-Price cassette player. But thank you again for that. And then Paulie, Karen Bell is also a super. Thank you so much for the super, Karen Bell. And she says, many, many thanks to Dom for being so thoughtful to all the remote folks on Friday. Thanks for making us feel so included. And Karen, I second that emotion to the umpteenth degree. Dom is just a freaking force of nature, just a passionate, righteous dude. And he did so much for that frolic on Friday. And can't thank that man enough. Paulie, you can take it from there.
Well, no, I will. And I want to say thank you, Karen. You're lovely. And we missed you on Friday, but thanks for the kind words. We'll see you next time, I'm sure, because we're not going to stop doing this. We have just as much fun with these get-togethers, I think, as a lot of you guys do. So we'd like to continue the tradition into the new year, and we will. In fact, I'm just kind of spitballing here. I got no precedent for this. But, Tony, maybe we'll even have some kind of playoff party, NFC championship party, Super Bowl party, just to get the new year kicked off. But we'll talk about that once we get into 2026. But yes, of course, Karen, I want to thank Dom Peralta too, not only for, Dom created the trophies that we gave away, the Neil Donardi trophy, the Hans Lufa. And he also did, like you said, he did a great job. Dom, you crushed it, man, with the with the cam that was filming the entire event, including the award ceremony. Dommy, I went back and kind of scanned through that over the weekend. It looked great. I thought you did a great job at that. Like, it really captured the flavor of the night and the vibe of the night. So my hat's off to you, Dom. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing everything else. Yeah, there it is. There's the Neil Donardi trophy, which was conceived at Longbridge Pizza months ago. Dom and I were having a lunch meeting one day, and I was like, we got to do something for this guy. We got to give Neil Donardi like an extra special award at the end of the year. And we started talking about trophies, and I said, well, wait a sec. The Lombardi trophy, Lombardi kind of sounds like Lombardi. So why don't we just replicate the Lombardi trophy, but instead of the football, chuck a slice of pizza up there, like facing down on the angle. And he pulled that off. And there's the Hans Lufa right next to it. So Dom, you were amazing. Thank you so much. And thanks to the camera that covered the event, Tony, we're getting comments like this. I looked over, and one of our favorites, Miriam, she couldn't attend on Friday, but she watched. And you know what her takeaway was? She goes, Tony was hammered. That's what Miriam said. Tony, true or false, Tony? How do you address those allegations?
No, I was feeling really good, but I wasn't hammered. I had a wonderful buzz all night long. Just a wonderful buzz, drinking the Hop on Muni IPA by Standard Deviant. And by the way, thank you to Standard Deviant for having us, man.
Big time,
Mark,
yeah.
Huge shout out to Mark, the owner there. He did a great job handling our big crowd and also just his Friday walk-in crowd, which is also a large crowd. And we had a great time. And so thank you, Standard Deviant, and thank you, Mark. And don't forget about their Mission Street location, too, on 14th Street in the Mission, if you want to go check them out. But I'm sure they'd love to have you all visit their Pier 70 location on 1070 Maryland Street. What a spot. What a spot. So I'll be back many times, man. So just want to thank them as well.
Really cool spot. And thank you, Standard Deviant. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everybody involved with letting us bring our people. And we had a really great time and a great location. I would also say, Tony, that's a really, really cool little corner of San Francisco. The bar where the street where Standard Deviant is located, if you didn't make it, was on Maryland Street. And Maryland Street is basically kissing the bay. Like, it's right on the bay. And I got to say, like, I felt like we just kind of commandeered the whole block. You know, by the end of the night, we had sidewalk sessions going on. We had a Mahomes pinata. People were taking hacks at, including myself, including Tony. And it was just all part of the backdrop for a great night. So, yeah, thank you, Standard Deviant. I also want to thank my main man, HVAC. Of course, Soccer Bowl, the Santa Cruz boys. You got Jim and David. I had a great time hanging with both of those guys all night long. Super cool Santa Cruz boys, Grateful Dead enthusiasts, and just bringing the right vibe and attitude to everything they do. Those are the guys. Northern California Refrigeration and HVAC and Soccer Bowl. Those guys made from scratch, out of thin air, they made the Patrick Mahomes pinata, which was loaded with I can only call kind buds, Tony, or a variety of kind buds. We're flying out of pinata. Yeah.
It was loaded with
herb. Herb is a plant.
You know, it was loaded with herb because
herbs are good for everything.
That's why. So I couldn't believe it, though, because I thought Shank was BSing when he's like, oh, dude, that thing's loaded up with herb and little airplane-sized.
We get chocolates. Yeah.
And also little airplane-sized whiskey. So it was
Fireballs, right?
Fireballs, that's what it was. And also, like, the thing was hard to crack open. So Patty at one point just took the bull by the horns and started ripping the thing open at the abdomen.
I think there was a knife involved. I think Patty was wielding a knife. Patty had one of those knives from Will Sparks, like a really sharp, like professional kitchen knife. She starts cutting the pinata open, and next thing you know, it was just an embarrassment of riches hitting the ground. But again, those are the Santa Cruz boys. They went so far as with the detail, with the attention to detail. They even got the little Mahomes curly tail coming out of the back of his helmet. If you look at the back of the pinata, it had the tail. It was great. So thank you.
By the way, the subtle thing about this pinata is that Mahomes isn't looking straight at you. He's like kind of got looking like to the side.
That's freaking bad.
Huge element of the pinata, man. So
that's what his face looked like last night when the Houston Texans were all over him in the pocket. That's how his eyes looked last night, man, as he was throwing Tony one of his 3 interceptions last night. One of the 3. Oh, it's so freaking glorious. A lot of people, let me explain this real quick right now. Here's the origin story. People go like, Paulie Mack, what? Because I actually got some grief at the party. A couple of the Hum Daddy guys were like, and my man Jake took a couple hacks at the pinata also.
Yep.
But I was questioned. Why do you hate Mahomes so much? What's your problem? I'll tell you what my problem is right now. I don't mind giving it up for greatness. I don't. Like I said for years, Tom Brady is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. Like he reminds me a lot of Joe Montana. I think Joe could do a lot of stuff that Brady could never do, like rolling out to his right, throwing on the run. Montana used to tuck it in and run a lot more than Brady ever did. But I acknowledge that Tom Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen. I give it up for Joe Burrow. I give it up for Josh Allen. There's a lot of quarterbacks I like. I just think there was way too much praise being lavished on this guy where people think, oh my God, he's reinventing the quarterback position. Oh my God, we've never seen anything like this. I'm like, dude, are you guys out of your freaking mind? So that's why I started pushing back. I thought, as Bonnie would say, Miss Scarlet Fire, little too much glaze, okay? A little too much glazing going on when it comes to Mahomes. Somebody had to reel the whole thing back into reality, and I was the right guy for that job. Tony, go ahead.
Do you remember a certain somebody quote? I'd like to quote this person. Oh, he's going to win 8 Super Bowls. Do you remember a certain somebody at the leader?
Who said that? Who?
Just certain somebody that was close to
give me
you.
the name. I swear to God, I sort of remember this.
Your former co-host.
Did he say 8?
8.
I don't remember that. I believe you, but I don't remember. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking.
Right.
He's not going to win 8 Super Bowls, dude. Get the F out of here. Anyway, so I figured I have to be the guy to climb that mountain and say this guy is not all he's being propped up to be. You saw, in fact, Tony, how do you like this? Watch me piss everybody off right here. Last night, you saw the real Mahomes, okay? You saw the real Mahomes. Let me give you some numbers. Let me give you a couple numbers. You can kind of digest these at your leisure. Tony, Mahomes, last night, the greatest quarterback we've ever seen. 14 of 33. For 160 yards, a very paltry 160 yards, and 3 interceptions in a must-win game on his own field. And let's give it up for the Houston Texans. I do have to say, D'Amico Ryans had those players ready to go. Yep. And I'll tell you this, man, don't forget, the Houston Texans started this year 0-3. Since then, they're 8-2.
Yeah,
these guys aren't messing around, dude. I'm telling you right now,
that freaking defense, Paulie. They were licking, dude. The hit on Rashee Rice were just, I mean, that was incredible. And I'm glad he's okay. But my goodness, that defense is something else, man. And also, hey, Chris Collinsworth.
Oh, dude.
Anytime you want to come down to earth and get off of Mahomes' jock. Feel free, dude, because there was
at your leisure. Feel free. Yeah.
Dude, because there was a time where like CJ Stroud was like, they were showing a replay of Stroud throwing the ball, and then they show Mahomes on the bench. He's like, oh, there he is, Patrick Mahomes. He's seeing Stroud out there, and he's thinking, I got some of that in my arsenal too.
I know, dude. Even when Stroud makes a big play, he starts talking about Mahomes. Oh, we've seen Mahomes do this for 10 years now. Yeah. It's hard to beat a champion. How many times did he say that last night? Oh, the champions aren't going to go down without a fight. Now you're seeing the champs respond. Champs this, champs that, champs everything. Guess what? Your champs, Collinsworth, your champs lost by 10 points on their own field in a must-win game. And by the way, I'm just throwing this out there, just again for your consideration. Tony had another big weekend on the hot and sour. I had a clean 2-0 bill. I'm just saying, a clean 2-0 bill. Now I know you had a loss, but you can redeem yourself tonight because you got the Chargers.
I lost. The Bears lost by 7. I had the Bears plus 6.5, so that half point was huge. And then also I took the Chargers tonight. I think they're plus 2.5. And
I like that. I think people are dismissing Herbert because of the surgery on the hand. But again, keep in mind this is a non-throwing hand. I think he's going to be okay.
But I'm looking for Keenan Allen and Lad McConkey and this rookie Gadsden to do some work today, to do some damage at home. And then I also said last week that I did want to take the Rams at Arizona minus 9.5, I think it was, or 8.5. But Stafford did back to looking damn good yesterday, by the way. I know it's Arizona, and Arizona's pretty much thrown in the towel for the season, but the Rams back on track. I still think, as you heard on Tonelli Tuesday last week, that the Niners, we'll see how they come off of this bye. They should take care of Tennessee, and then they've got a few interesting matchups. They got Seattle, they got Chicago. It's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds, man, because it could come down, a lot could come down to that final game against Seattle in the rivalry blacks, Paulie.
Don't make me laugh, dude. Like John Travolta said in Grease, don't make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh.
Ha, ha. Hey, anyway, dude, don't make me laugh. Ha, ha. I got to tell you, first of all, I don't want to see the rivalry blacks at all, ever. No. Don't want them, don't need them, didn't ask for them. I do want to say a couple more things for you, Tony. So for tonight, Jim Harbaugh, all-time record on Monday Night Football, 7-2. Okay,
let's go.
7-2. Harbaugh loves the big stage. He loves Monday night. I think the Eagles are beatable, dude. We talked a lot about that last week. I think they're very beatable right now. And one more word on your Bears game. For starters, I liked your pick. I would have taken the Bears too. But I wonder if I'm making too big a deal out of this. Like Chicago had such a hard time really doing anything offensively yesterday. And I kept jumping up and down last week. Oh, look at their offensive line. They're blowing people off the butt. Not yesterday. Green Bay really controlled the line of scrimmage, and it kind of humbled me as a guy who was like talking about the Bears maybe being a little bit more than they really are. So that's my question. Should
Paulie, real quick, they went from carrying the ball 47 times against Philly to 32 times, and Caleb Williams 19 and 35 for $177. And I mean, they did run the ball for 138 yards, but still not any. I mean, I don't know. That's why I took the 6.5, because I thought, I think they might lose the game, but 6.5 points is a lot to give those Bears. And dude, by the way, did you watch some of that game? Because
I watched the entire thing. I watched all I did yesterday, Tony, was drink wine and eat food and watch football. All day. So yes, I watched all 4 quarters of that game. Yeah,
the frozen tundra did look frozen, like it looked frigidly
cold. It's cold. It's like it was cold in Arrowhead last night. It was cold in Lambeau. Dude, how about the snow game up in Buffalo? Dude, my poor guy, the poor bastard that is Joe Burrow today, dude, that pick that he threw, dude, that lost him a game. It was so bad. As soon as that ball left his hand, it was like, oh no. And then he just went face down in the snow. But what do you want? Jumping Joe Burrow missed half the season. He's trying to make some plays. And for the first 3 quarters, they were right in that game. I mean, the Bengals were competing, and I still got that win because of the 5.5. I got the spread.
Yeah, totally. So go Chargers tonight. Win the game outright. Let's put my worries at ease. Paulie, real quick, just to celebrate the Texans' victory again. Hang on one sec.
Like, let us play the game.
Okay. One more time.
Like, let us play the game.
And did you happen to catch last night Collinsworth complaining about the call that went against Kansas City? Well, obviously, that's a bad call. That's Collinsworth just like defending the Chiefs when they have a flag thrown at them. People don't know how to process it. After 10 years of the refs like holding Mahomes' hand, now that they're not getting the calls anymore and the refs dare to throw a flag at the Kansas City defense, Collinsworth was all up in arms about that too. But real quick on the Bears, am I overreacting to that Green Bay win yesterday? Because I thought the Bears got humbled. I mean, they were so ineffective on offense. I don't know. Maybe I inflated them too much. I don't know. What's your view of the Bears right now after that loss? Because the Niners are going to see them in 3 weeks.
I still think they're good, man, and I still think they've got that good ground attack. They got Monangai and Swift, and that's a good, dual-headed monster in the backfield. And the Niners defense will be put to the test. I got to say, Green Bay's defense looks pretty good, man. Like, Micah Parsons is a freaking machine. But Caleb Williams, what worries me about the Bears, for the Bears' sake, is Caleb Williams is just He's not like...
You're right. You are correct. He is very Yeah.
Yeah, and just, I don't know. So I would just continue to try and run the ball. 32 times would for most teams be a lot, but for the Bears, I think they need to run it even more if they could. But it's good. That's why it's going solid, better have something dialed up, which I'm sure he will, because that's what he does. And be ready for those Bears, because they're gonna try and run it up the gut, man. And I don't know. It's gonna be a battle. That game's gonna be a freaking battle, man. Just get through Tennessee first, by the way, first of all, because Tennessee just won a ball game. They just beat the Colts, dude. So all of a sudden they're feeling themselves.
Well, Daniel Jones gone with the Achilles. Jones is gone now. He blew his Achilles out yesterday. So the Colts are like,
I know, and it wasn't the Colts. Sorry, they beat the Browns. They beat the Browns. My bad. Yeah. They beat the Browns. But the Colts lost too. The Jags did, and we talked about the Jags last week. And I
don't trust the Jags. The Jags are always lurking in the weeds somewhere. You know what I mean? They'll lose a few games, but then they'll win a couple. I can't figure the Jags out. But I like kind of have appropriate respect for them because they can go out there and win some games. How do you feel about
9-4, Paulie? 9-4. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? 9-4 is 9-4. What are you going to say? That's a playoff record. Yeah.
Yeah. You got Brian Thomas Jr. You got Travis Etienne. You got Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. We're just talking. We don't know. Hey, also, Tony, a couple of other thank yous I would like to get out there before.
Well, yes, also, Paulie.
Oh, no.
What are you doing over there, Satan? I thought I was Satan.
I didn't mean to do that. Hang on.
What, Satan?
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Yeah, we got a bunch of supers to get through, Paulie, if you don't mind. And then
it's business. Yeah. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to tell me that the business time.
Ooh, by the way, I have a new,
Like that one.
that was fantastic, Paulie. Thank you. I have a new addition to the soundboard. I just threw this in there on Thursday and I forgot I did until just now. Can I give it a spin and see what you think?
Oh,
I mean, this is
Go.
out of nowhere. Here we go. Out of nowhere. Here we go.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
100%. Jerry Garcia, 100%. That's Jerry in the 710 Ashbury house. I've seen that interview a million times. We would all like to lead an uncluttered life and move the human step ahead a step or two. The
Isn't
human
that
race
great?
ahead. Now, the Jerry for life, dude. Give me more Jerry all the time. You don't need to
One more time.
qualify. Just
How
play.
about a reprise? Here's a reprise.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
There you go.
Thank you, Jerry. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
Tony,
Oh.
count them off with me.
Oh.
An uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
Paulie.
Garcia for president, even though he's dead. Garcia for president. Maybe we put Trixie in there. You know what I mean? Somebody give me Trixie. She can uphold all of her dad's ideals because she's cool as hell too. I love Trixie.
One more time.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
I tell you the truth, Jerry, to be honest with you, buddy, I've had a lot of clutter. Okay. I've been sorting through clutter for years. Tony's got clutter. Tony's got so much clutter, he can't even see. He's like looking over the top of the clutter. He's like, He's like, I think I can see you guys, but there's so much clutter. A lot of clutter. Jerry didn't want the clutter, but we got the clutter. You know what I mean?
Paulie, my clutter right now, I feel like I'm in the trash bin and Star
Oh, dude, you're
Wars.
like an all-star of clutter. You're like a leading off. Like you're the lead-off guy on the clutter all-stars, brother. Yeah, you really
I
are.
feel like I'm in Star Wars where the trash bin where the walls are closing in on them too.
Yeah, you're putting the pipes up and stuff, trying to block it. Yeah, making calls on your cell phone. Turn off the tractor beam or whatever. Like all that frantic stuff he was doing. Great call, dude. Anyway, Jerry's going uncluttered. Tony and I've been dealing with clutter for years. I'm sure a lot of you are too.
That's
Hey,
the first time we have had Jerry on the soundboard. So welcome to the soundboard, Jerry. Paulie, we have some supers I want to get to. Escobar the Third, Cheeks. Escobar Cheeks the Third. Great to see him on Friday night. Thank you for being there, Escobar. He says Friday was one of the best days of my life. Thank you all. Can't wait for the next one. Hashtag defund the playoff-less Chiefs. LFG.
I need to jump in real quick. Thank you, Escobar. Dude, I feel a kinship with you. It's hard to even explain. I do. I just feel like we're brothers somehow. Maybe we were, like in a previous life. Every time I see Escobar, I feel right at home. And I have something, Escobar. I got something. This is a little private moment between you and me. Do me a favor. I need your home address. So send it to pauliespod@gmail.com. Tony, when you get Escobar's home address, send it to me because I got something for Escobar. I'm going to blow your freaking mind, dude. I'm going to blow you away. So send your home address into pauliespod@gmail.com, and I got something coming in the mail for you, buddy. Go ahead, T.
Or Paulie, you can just give it to me and I'll hand deliver. He lives on the peninsula near me. I can hand deliver it if you want to. So either way, but send your address, Escobar.
Send the address. Yeah, it's a long story, but I'll tell you off the air. I haven't even had a chance to tell you what's going on there, Tony, but I got something special for Escobar. So home address, I'll take it from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is it like a seat cushion for his glutes?
Better. It's
Okay.
better. By the way, Escobar Cheeks III did win the first ever PMP Golden Glutes Award. You've heard of the Golden Globes. Here we come with the Golden Glutes, and we had no choice but to give it to Escobar Cheeks III, one of our great supporters. Thank you, buddy. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming out.
And Stevie B is a super. He says, thank you, Stevie B, for the super. Thank you for coming out Friday night as well. Great to see you wearing a great 1984 Niners t-shirt, by the way. He said, had a blast on Friday. Much thanks to everyone. Patty going full Joe Pesci on the Mahomes pinata.
We all did. We all kind of lost our minds on that thing. I was releasing, you know what I was doing, Tony? I was working out some of the clutter when I was whacking that freaking thing. You had some clutter. Dude, you got in like you were in the batter's box with your lefty stance.
I stepped
just was hitting it like a mafia guy, just pounding it. Tony got into a proper like batting stance with that thing, man.
I dug in, man. But I was thinking, like, do you know what's crazy is I have my son's wooden bat in my car. I should have gone to my car and gotten the wooden bat out and just really taken hacks with that thing. But the Stevie B says, shout out to the Sidewalk Gang.
Dude, he's not kidding. Me and Stevie B, we posted up again. Leah Phillips, Jeff Faust from the Freestone Peaches. There was a whole bunch of us out there. Bonnie, Scarlet Fire, she was part of the Sidewalk session. And I got to say, the queen of the sidewalk scene is none other than Leah Phillips, Humdinger 87. Dude, she kind of personified the vibe of the whole night. She had the Christmas light necklace, dude, which was like flashing on and off. She had like the like the fur kind of coat. Leah, you looked amazing, and we love the light necklace. So also thank you to Los D, bro. We forgot to thank Los D, the freaking Hans Lufa award winner. But then he pulled like a Tony Manero from Saturday Night Fever. He gave it to the runner-up. He went over and rushed over and gave it to Don Peralta. He goes, "Take this. You deserve it. You were better than me," just like in Saturday Night Fever. And Lily Merchant, I see you right there. I want to thank you for that delicious chocolate toffee that you sent me home with. I was eating that stuff all weekend. Eating it all weekend. Thank you so much, Lily. Always great to see you. Lily.
Yes, Lily, great to see you. And yes, you rule and your whole posse rules. Noemi Catalina, she sent me home with some of her jalapeno cranberry sauce. And I gotta say, if there's anything that's gonna turn me a little bit more towards cranberries. By the way, there were cranberries inside the Mahomes pinata, by the way.
And there were cranberries in your take-home bag from Patty. I saw her stick them in there. See, you're getting a lot of pushback on your anti-cranberry stance, but go ahead, T. Go ahead, buddy.
Here's the thing is I did not, I can't put the cranberries next to my savory stuffing and turkey and gravy. And
he's still going, you guys. He's still going.
You can't do it. It's just too much of a clash.
Thanksgiving's over, buddy. It's over. It's okay.
Well,
you made it.
I got cranberries. I'm being sent home with cranberries, but Noemi, tip of the cap to your jalapeno cranberry sauce. I had some over the weekend. Delicious. I will say delicious. I just won't have it anywhere near my
Noemi, and she was an award winner as well. Lady Catalina she won the Culinary Excellence Award from the PMP judges. So thank you, Noemi. Tony, I see you got a whole bunch of supers up there.
Yeah, let's rock. Here we go.
Okay, sorry.
We don't need no stinking badges, aka Greg, who's just the man. He shows up in costume every time. It's just the best.
By the way, shout out to his lovely wife also.
Yes.
It was great to meet your better half, and it was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And don't think he didn't have the bullet vest on. He did. He did have the
bullet vest on. And shout out to his wife, just from Peru, by the way.
She was lovely. She was a very lovely woman. It was really nice to meet her, man.
Yeah, we were talking Peru. We were talking Machu Picchu and everything. It was great because I spent some time in Peru. What a place. If you ever get a chance to travel to Peru, people do it. Anyways, I'd watch a Patty versus John Joseph knife fight a la Rebel Without a Cause. But who plays the Natalie Wood character? Greg, that's good stuff. And the knife, by the way, from Will Sparks, donated to the auction from Will Sparks. It was a beautiful knife, by the way.
It was almost a little too beautiful. I think Patty was wielding that knife when she cut the freaking pinata wide open and everything came pouring out. Keep the supers coming, Tony. They're lined up. I can see them up on top there.
I will. I think we have a picture. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Is this hang on one sec.
Go ahead.
Yeah, here. Just because you mentioned Patty cutting up the pinata, I think we have a picture of that real quick. So, yeah, there it is. If you can see. She's getting
still got the sash on too. It's great. There's Escobar. Yeah, that was down in the corner. That's on Maryland Street. Yeah, she's cutting it right open. I didn't even see that happen, but I was told that Patty was wielding the knife. Patty was great, man. Patty was wearing her Steve Perry jersey. Another jacket. I do want to say another word too for all of the PMP supporters that we have not had a chance to meet. Because I know there are hundreds of you guys that enjoy the show and you watch the show and you couldn't make it out and stuff. So we just want to say we appreciate your support as well. We're just talking to the people that we interacted with. But there are a lot of anonymous supporters out there, and don't think we don't appreciate you guys because we definitely do.
100%. Guys like Arkansas Dave or Sweet Mad Hatter or Doug in Japan. Oh, by the way, the big earthquake rocked Japan, 7.6 earthquake. So prayers up. Good vibes sent towards Doug and everybody in Japan. Hopefully everything's okay. 7.6, man. That's
scary. That's really scary. So,
good vibes. Let's send good vibes to everybody over in Japan, man, especially our guy Doug in Japan. And because of that, Paulie, why don't we just give a little bit of this while we can?
All right, Pogo!
And maybe
I could use a Tekashi to back that up. Yeah.
I was going to say, should we give it a little Tekashi?
100%. I love it. I love it. That's for you, Doug. I hope everybody's okay. That includes you and everyone over there, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. Send the vibes to Japan for sure. And Paulie, as we move along with the supers, Escobar Cheeks the third again, he says, what does Collinsworth do on Mahomes?
Hanging around all night with the check, hanging around, 100%, Cheeks.
Oh,
Definitely.
Escobar, thank you.
You know what? You know, it's not just us. Like, everybody has noticed how, like,
Yes.
just extensive the glazing of Mahomes is by Collinsworth. It's at the point where it's like, dude, they're 6-7, guy. They ain't making the playoffs. You can stop now. It's been 10 years of this. You can freaking stop. And by the way, you talked about the big hits out there. Do you know how much I loved it when Mahomes threw that rock to Kelsey? I think it was his third interception of the night. And somehow the ball got like pinned on Kelsey's helmet. And while he had his hands up, dude, a deep back came. Bam! Put his shoulder right in Kelsey's chest. He like
when he dropped that ball at the end of the game, he dropped the ball at the end of the game. He got blasted in the ribs, man.
Fantastic, fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah.
He blasted him right in the ribs. He folded like a lawn chair. It was great. Hey, listen, it had to happen. We've been through it. We've seen the Niners dynasty come to an end after the Seifert thing fell apart and they had to rebuild. Like, so we've been there. We know what it's like. But I'm enjoying it. Let me just say, let me enjoy my moment. You know what I mean? I've been waiting a long time for the fall of the Chiefs. Finally come. Yeah.
By the way, I think I'm going to add Collinsworth to the soundboard just for fun. And also, there are two things that are guaranteed in life with Chris Collinsworth: his love of Patrick Mahomes and his hatred of anything 49ers related.
Tough crap. I mean, listen, he lined up twice. He lost both times. You want to, you're 0-2 against Joe Montana. Suck it. You know what I mean?
What are you going to do? Yeah.
What are you going to do? Suck on that, Collinsworth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sit on it. How about sit in honor of Don Most?
100%. 100%.
Here we go. Dude, Escobar back-to-back supers. I love it. He says, smash the like button. Hashtag smash the like button. Yes, please. When you're on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at Polymox Particles, please smash the like button. And if you're there, subscribe to be a PMP VIP as well. Thank you so much, Escobar, for the supers. Noemi Catalina, she's following up. She says, amazing night on Friday. Thank you for the super, Noemi. And she says, thank you for being you. At Tony, did you try the cranberry sauce? There you go. Hope everyone enjoyed the coquito. That's what it was, the coquito.
Was that what we were doing shots of?
Dude, it was so good. Yes.
It was so good. Noemi, I'm glad you brought that up. And thank you, Tony. And thank you for the super message, Noemi. We love you. And she was handing out. She was like, yeah, this is like a Puerto Rican drink we enjoy. And I was like, all right, lay it on me. And it was delicious. That thing was freaking delicious, man.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The Puerto Rican thing, it's so good. It's so good. Thank you, Noemi. Lily Merchant's a super, and she says, so glad to meet all or most of you on Friday. Thank you, Tony and Paulie, for the frolic. Lily, thank you.
Lily, we love you. Lily, I'm telling you, we're fascinated with Lily and her whole crew and the whole vibe. You're one of the greats, Lily. Thank you for making it out. Thank you for everybody, because I know it's not easy on a Friday night, like coming into the city. Our boys from Santa Cruz or John Joseph coming down from like the Sacramento area. We appreciate it very, very much, you guys. Yeah.
Yes, we had the Centaurs, Mr. and Mrs. Robot Centaur coming over from Concord. We had people coming, like you said, Santa Cruz, North.
How about Daddy Soda Paul, dude? Daddy Soda Paul came out of freaking nowhere with his better half too. The lovely Paul and his wife. What's his wife's name again, Tony?
Sandy.
She's the best. I love Sandy. I love Sandy. I love Paul. I actually need a new Daddy Soda shirt. I was telling him, dude, most of the gigs I played, that's the T-shirt I wear. Yeah, he
texted me saying, hey, long shot that we're going to make it tonight, but we're going to do our best. And then when they walked in, I was like, dude, yes. So they rallied. It was great.
Also, shout out Tom Stack and Tom Stack Realtors. He made it out to the party. He came in from like Lafayette over in the East Bay, and just great. It was just great. Dr. Young, brother. Dr. Matt Young, handsome as ever. Okay, handsome as ever. And he was dropping riffs. Dr. Young was in a good mood that night, dude. Drinking beers, riffing with people. Yeah. Great to see him too.
Also, Rising Wolf showing up, which was great. Showing up in the Grateful Dead Christmas sweater, which was fantastic. Great.
Dude, let's talk about the size of a Rising Wolf, dude. He's bringing some heft. He's like an offense. He's like a I don't know. Where would you put him on the football field? I think I'll put him on the O-line. You know what I mean?
Or tight end. Probably maybe tight end.
And he had the Grateful Dead sweater on. Like, everybody was decked out, too. It was great. A lot of people had and, dude, Carlos, though, I think he won the fashion award of the night, dude. Totally. The scarf, the overcoat. He really did look like a badass, Carlos De La Fuente. And his crew, dude, his crew from high school. Shout out to the great Herman, brother. That's another guy bringing some size to the equation. Herman and Los, dude. Killer
Let
combination.
me see if I have a photo. I'm looking real quick at the photos of that Dom Peralta sent us, and there's a good photo of. Oh yeah, you can see Carlos De La Fuente here. Let me for those that want to see what we're talking about. He was decked out, and here we go. There we go. There
Nice.
you go.
Nice.
There's us. There's Paulie and I with our sponsors, and Carlos De La Fuente with the matching scarf and sport coat and red jacket, red hat, and Dr. Young and Dom in the middle, and Neil with the Santa Grateful Dead Steal Your Face. It's good stuff. So just wanted to share that so people could see all of our sponsors in just great form coming out on Friday night, Paulie.
You know what? While you're doing that, let's give Neil Donardi some love appropriately and properly and officially with Longbridge Pizza, one of our great sponsors. He did win the Donardi Award, like achieving excellence all year long, supporting the program. The first guy to step up and go like, yeah, I want to be a part of it. We can't thank you enough, Neil. And now it's our turn to return the favor. So let's talk about Longbridge Pizza. And I should say, because we forgot to mention this, Neil Donardi had the pizza wagon on location. He fed everybody, dude. There were pizzas coming out all night, literally all night long. Even at the end of the night, all of a sudden I looked over. I was talking to Neil, and he goes, dude, there's some more over there. And I looked, and I don't think I've ever seen this, Tony. Just a plain cheese pie. Nothing else on it. No topping. It was so refreshing. I'm like, oh, because I've never tried just a plain cheese pizza. I'd never done that before. So I kind of capped my night with a couple of plain cheese slices. Neil, that was a nice touch, brother. But anyway, that's the kind of service you get with Longbridge Pizza right up the street from Standard Deviant on 3rd Street, 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. I got to tell you, Tony, the Dog Patch is seducing me. Every time I go to that neighborhood, I'm like, I wouldn't mind having a place over here. You know what I mean? They got those condos. They're all waterfront. They're looking at the bay. I'm like, how much are these things going for? I really did. I started thinking about it. I'm like, if I was going to move back to the city, I would actually really consider living in the Dog Patch because I love the location. You can get downtown in 5 minutes if you need to. Chase Center's right there. And it's like Tony, don't you feel in a way it's kind of like one of the last untapped neighborhoods left in the whole, like it's starting to boom now, but there are still a lot of people that don't know about it. And I'm just saying, how do you,
Yes, and that whole neighborhood where Standard Deviant is, where Longbridge is, and that's the Dog Patch, but it's also extended out towards the bay. That is going to continue to explode and grow because that place is just going to get better and better. My grandmother was born in the Dog Patch. My dad's mom, Evelyn, shout out Evelyn Ryan. And so I've always had a fondness for the Dog Patch, dude. And there is a vibe there. There's a feel there. And they had a holiday market on Saturday that Neil worked and made pizzas for after working all night, Friday night, working the pop-up at Standard Deviant. Then he did a pop-up at the Dog Patch holiday market and made pizzas from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., dude. So the guy's a freaking machine, man. And they also have a coupon that I wanted to remind everybody about, Longbridge Pizza, for the holidays through December 23rd, I believe. Yeah. Buy a $50 gift card and get an extra $10 free. If you buy a $100 gift card, get an extra $25 free. These are gift cards. So buy the perfect stocking stuffer, as they say, for Longbridge Pizza. Buy that and you get an extra $10. So you buy a $50 gift card, it's actually a $60 gift card. You buy a $100 gift card, it actually is a $125 gift card. Really cool deal happening at Longbridge right now.
Yeah, it is. And though they've been so good to us all year, let's show them some love in return. Get on down. In fact, I think Tony and I are going to be at Longbridge later this week having a lunch with Shannon Kaler. Hey, man. I think we're going to rendezvous over at Longbridge for a little midweek lunch. But in the meantime, do stop by Longbridge, join the Vibe Tribe, understand why we call it the Vibe Tribe. Special shout out to Steven and Andre and Andrew. And I know all those guys couldn't be there because somebody had to run the shop over at Longbridge. But we got a little Steven hit before it got crazy that night. He was rocking the PMP shirt. Never forget, too, during CYO basketball season, or if you're coaching youth sports, Longbridge Pizza makes a great destination for your post-game kind of private get-togethers. They can seat an entire team in the back room, no problem. 20 to 25 people. If you go on Wednesdays, you get to enjoy the great sandwiches they make. Vinny's Gabagool, the chopped cheese, the chicken parm that I love so much. And then there's just the pizzas.
Also, real quick, sorry to cut you off, but the sandwiches, don't forget to mention the meatball sandwich that is available on Wednesdays as well. We didn't give enough love. We need to start giving more love to the meatball sandwiches available. You got Vinny's Gabagool, chicken parm, the drunk cluck, and the meatball sandwich that are all available on Wednesdays. And then the chopped cheese and the smack stack available on Tuesday. The burgers, that is the burgers and their version of a Philly cheesesteak, the chopped cheese. And then, of course, the Detroit style pizzas on Thursdays, which is the square pie.
Well, thank you so much, Longbridge. We love you, and I hope enjoy your Neil Donardi trophy. Who knows who will win the Donardi next year? I mean, he was the first winner, the first recipient, but there will be future winners. In fact, Tony, next year we'll crown a new Miss PMP. We'll crown a new Iron Man award. In fact, Rags in New Jersey won the Iron Man award for literally never miss. I don't even know he's never missed a show. Tony's had to take a couple of days off. I've had to take a couple of days off. Even when we're not here, Rags is here. The guy takes us on the golf course. The guy takes us into business meetings. So Rags won the Iron Man award, and I would say deservedly. But that will turn over next year too, is my point. We'll have a whole new batch of winners, Tony, next year. Yeah.
And dude, that's why I got to give Neil love too, because last week he said I was getting worked on in my house. He said, come up and use my studio or my office for your office space or studio space. And dude, I told him, I love it so much getting out of the house and doing it, and everything seems to be working well
right now. Oh yeah, keep going. Just keep going.
And I mean, again, he was like, dude, come in anytime.
Tony, we talked about the clutter. You know what I mean? We're trying to lead a clutter-free life. And if you can go clutter-free in Neil's office, keep doing it, buddy. Keep doing it.
Here we go.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
What's wrong with that? I really understand. I connect with Garcia. Yeah, I want the uncluttered life too, although we haven't exactly achieved that always. But it's something we're striving to do, right, T?
Exactly, dude. And so Neil, thank you for letting me use the office as my new remote studio, dude. It's phenomenal. And then they're closed today, Longbridge closed today, but tomorrow I'm going to do the show from here. And then right when the show's done, I'm going to walk downstairs and I'm going to get myself something to eat right there from Gabino and Emmanuel at the front desk, Andre, Steven, Neil, the whole posse. So Longbridge Pizza for life. Neil is just a man for others. It's a wonderful, wonderful partnership we have with everybody at Longbridge.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. By the way, Tony, from that to this, I do want to pick your brain, your baseball brain, because I love talking baseball with Creative Tony. Jeff Kent, going to the Hall of Fame. A lot of Giant fans were very, very busy last night on social media kind of talking about this. And I'm happy.
Paulie, hold on, Paulie.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
Sorry, buddy. We got a couple more supers that we have to get to before we move on. I apologize for commandeering the show, but it needed to be done. Patty checking in one more time as a super. Patty, thank you so much. He says, Mikey couldn't stop talking about two people all weekend, John Joseph and Leah Phillips. All bleeping weekend.
Patty, check this out. Mikey ain't the only one. I was talking about John Joseph. And by the way, the Technicolor dream coat of a John Joseph. I mean, a couple times I just had to stand there and just gaze with wonder and awe at the I don't know how to describe that. Was that a jacket? Was that a robe? What was that?
I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
He's wearing the robe here. It's just amazing.
It was amazing. So my point is, Patty, it wasn't just Mikey. I was talking about Leah all weekend too. Leah was the purveyor of such amazing good energy all night long. And again, Leah, she, these sidewalk sessions, I mean, they're a thing. It's her thing now, and it can happen anywhere, anytime, right out there on the sidewalk. And Leah's not afraid, man. She's not afraid to say, maybe we get the water pipe involved.
Nice.
And we'll leave it there, but it did make an appearance again, just like last time outside.
Yes. And by the way, Paulie, you mentioned how the dog patch is like you're drawn to the dog patch, and people should all be drawn to the dog patch and the property. Los D checking in. By the way, Los, thank you for coming to the party on Friday. So great to hang and be there with you. Los D saying, hey, y'all, hit me up for a loan for a place in the dog patch. If you're looking for a place in the dog patch and you need the loan for that property, you need to call our man Carlos De La Fuente. That's all. I just wanted to get that in there too, buddy.
I wanted to say Hold on. I wanted to say, Stevie B, like we next year we will have a red carpet. And that way, like when John Joseph approaches the party, we can have the PNP reporters being like, John Joseph, who are you wearing? Who are you wearing? And it'd be like, well, I'm wearing the John Joseph Technicolor robe, of course. You know what I mean? He's up here like the whole fashion thing. Yeah, one by one. Aaron Kask. Oh, we missed you, buddy. But dude, it's all good in the hood. We love you. Don't even worry about it. But let's handle his message, Tony. Go ahead.
Yeah, stand by. And we also have NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, also known as David Shankland, aka Shank. Dude,
David, I put some good time in with Shank at the party and Jim, both of them, both the Santa Cruz boys. Dude, they made us an amazing offer. I'll tell you about off the air, Tony. Like really, really generous. And yeah, but thank you guys. And thank you both for the Mahomes freaking pinata. My wife was laughing her butt off at that thing. She was like, oh my God. She's like, look at the hair. Look at this thing. It's insane. Look at the eye. And it really was. It was amazing, you guys. Thank you.
Paulie, on that note, my friend Josh Zaror, who you've met, he's a great guy, but he's also a major Chiefs fan. I was with him last night after our sons played basketball. And I said, oh, by the way, and he was supposed to come Friday, but then turns out he couldn't make it. And he apologized profusely for not making it. And I said, dude, maybe it's a good thing you didn't make it because we ended up getting a Mahomes pinata and ended up crushing it, the thing. And he broke out into a uproarious laughter, dude. It was
funny. I mean, it was undeniably funny, dude. I was not expecting. So how it went down was at the end, and you could probably watch this thanks to Dom Peralta once again. We posted the live broadcast of the Holiday Frolic, and now it's just archived online. So just go to YouTube. You can find it in any number of ways. It's on Twitter. It's on YouTube. It's on Instagram. Just enter Polymac Particles Holiday Frolic, and you can watch the whole thing. So what happened was after Tony and I gave all the awards out, HVAC and Soccer Bowl came up and they were like, guys, hang on, because we got something for you. And then they unveiled this Mahomes pinata. It was a real surprise. It was freaking amazing. John Joseph right now saying the eyes of the Muppet were so spot on. I agree.
Yes.
They were so spot on. Yeah.
That's what we were talking about before, is that the fact that the eyes weren't looking right at you, they're looking to the side, was everything. One more time. I'll share it one more time. Here you go, Pete. This thing, I kind of want to put it back together and have it in like the archives. You know, like Metallica has their studio with all their stuff from all over
the Grateful Dead vaults. Yeah, just put it in there with like the New Year's Eve floats and stuff. 100%, man.
I mean, look at that thing. And the hair is just incredible. Oh man, it's just by the way, Paulie, I did not see that coming. I don't know if you did, but I did not see that.
I had no idea. Who was expecting Mahomes pinata? I had no freaking idea, man. And again, those guys came all the way from Santa Cruz, man. I really do appreciate the effort you guys made. Thank you.
Yeah, really. Thank you so much, you guys. And Paulie, we have two more supers. Aaron Kask is a super. Aaron, missed you, brother, but Aaron's a family man, great dad, Aaron Kask, and he had family duties with his daughter. So sorry I'm late. Also, sorry I missed the Frolic on Friday. Thank you guys so much for the award, and I couldn't be happier to have JJ make a speech on my behalf. It did remind me of Sachin Littlefinger accepting Brando's Oscar. Wow.
No, that's a great call. We miss you too, Aaron, but I'm not even worried about it. I know we're going to see each other again soon. And thanks for the super and thanks for the message. So if I'm not mistaken, Tony, you can probably back me up on this. I know what he's referring to. Marlon Brando famously, I think it was for The Godfather. I think it was like Brando won an award for The Godfather. He opted not to go to the Academy Awards. He sent an American Indian up to accept on his behalf, and she did a whole speech. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, you know what other gangster in Bay Area broadcast media pulled that move off? If I could be wrong, but I'm like 99% sure I'm right about this. When Gary Radnich got inducted into the Bay Area Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure he was like, I'm not going, which is a total gangster move, and I respect it. And I think he sent Pecan to accept on his behalf. Swear to God. Do you remember that, Tony? Am I right or am I dreaming this?
I don't remember that. I remember Gary not wanting to go, but I don't remember him sending Pecan. That's amazing.
It is. And, and speaking of, by the way, I'm going to reach out to Pecan today, and I want to see if we can get him to join us on Wednesday night, because that's another big story. I do want to talk about Jeff Kent before we wrap today, Tony, and I want to talk about the college football playoffs a little bit too.
College football playoffs. I also want to hit the Dubs too, and Pat Spencer just and Quentin Post too. Anyways, also Rod Brooks confirming we'll have Rod tomorrow at 12:30. So Rod's going to join the show, talk some college football with Rod as well. talk some Niner football with Rod. Even
I
some
want to talk
Doug
some
too.
Warriors. He's been doing a lot of pre and
Yeah.
post lately on NBC Sports Bay. It's great to see Rod, part of the Bonte and Festus, doing the little pre and post because Rod's good. Rod's always good on TV. So yeah, look forward to that tomorrow, and then we'll try to follow that with a pecan hit for Wednesday. Go ahead. Joey C, nice.
Joey C checking in. He says, calling my shot. Gonna get the 2026 PMP Culinary Award after you all try my ribs.
Dude.
Miss you guys, happy holidays. Dude, I'll break out of my 10-year pork slump to try these ribs, Joey C. Okay, I'll break out of it to try your ribs, dude.
So here we go again. Joey C and I are connected on the particle landscape right now. So, over the weekend. This is yesterday. Yesterday, we're sitting there, we're watching football. I told you the wine was flowing, we're hanging out, and I was like, you know what? I do not have the energy today to cook a damn. Although I did cook a brunch. Let's get that out there.
Nice.
I made some eggs and bacon and all kinds of stuff. And then I was like, but that's it. I'm done. After the brunch, I'm not doing anything. So Liz goes, well, let's just order soul food. Once again, the Puerto Rican cuisine. That's for you, Noemi, because we got soul food up here. So soul food came. If you have it, because everybody likes the chicken, the rice, the plantains, the beans. It's great food. Tony, the ribs at soul food are effing money. I cannot recommend them. They might be I'm not kidding. I know Kruger's got pig in a pickle and he's very happy with that. They have great ribs. These soul food ribs, dude, they're outlandishly good. So I want you to know, Noemi, we kept the Puerto Rican cuisine thing going all weekend. And you know what else they have that's great, Tony? Soul food has great fries. You've ever had the French fries of a soul food. They're so good. I'm just throwing it out there.
Nice. Yeah. That's fantastic. I'm down. That place is always packed. It's got a line around the corner usually. Paulie, we got to keep moving on. Steve Groschel is a super. S Groschel 2020. He says, when you smashed that thing, meaning the piñata.
Yeah.
Okay? And he says, did an NFL ref come in and throw a flag? Well,
you know what? I great message.
Real quick.
Like, let us play the game. And then whatever happens. Like the whole throwing the flag and deciding the game one or another. That's what hurts me.
The freaking balls on that Muppet to complain about a flag after 10 years of beneficial calls, helping him win playoff games, helping him win regular season. We've seen it time and time again. Creative Tony, I just had a thought. Now I'm going to let you make the final call on this. But since my man Groschel is like, hey, did they throw a flag on the thing? Do you want to show the Super Bowl?
Yes, I do. I was loading, Paulie. I was loading it as
you know, we were upset. We were what? Because I don't want people to misinterpret this and be like, oh my God, it's a hateful act, and they're persecuting. No, it's not. He's just a jackass who needs to be put in his place. That's just me. Let me be known as the jackass. So Tony, I'm going to go ahead and say let's share that. This is us beating the hell out of the Mahomes piñata. Tony made a little great video. This is
first of all, again, props to Soccer Bowl Jim and David Shanklin, NorCal Refrigeration HVAC. They were smart enough to bring like a fishing line or rope to hang the piñata up on a light post out on Maryland Street in front of Standard Deviant. You'll see Neil Donardi's truck here in the front. Here we go. Oh, I forgot he had the music going to it too. I forgot that too. So, Paulie, did you want to say anything before we air this?
Not really. I'm just laughing at myself because I'm not even like stationary. Like Tony's like planting his feet, dude. I just come running up to the thing, swinging like a sprint before I hit the bat. I wanted like the full fury of Paulie Mack of 10 years of Mahomes hating to like get released in those swings, but I couldn't crack it. I couldn't open it. I was hitting it with everything I had. Tony, I was hitting that thing with everything I had. True story.
Here we go. Me too. Me too. Here we go. And enjoy the music. David Shanklin's PMP VIP song in the background.
PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Boom. Tony's got the swing too.
We're going to fill you full of Tonys. And a bunch of weed and some Fireball.
That's you tell me we don't have the best audience in the Bay. You tell me we don't have the best audience in the Bay. We're gonna fill you with Tony's, Fireball, and weed. Okay. The PNP Familia has definitely congregated. And thank you again to the Santa Cruz boys for making that happen, man. It was incredible.
Oh, God. So, Paulie, hold on. Before we get to a couple of topics of the day, we have a few more supers. Miriam is checking in. She's a super. She says, sorry to miss the frolic. Definitely a good time had by all. Looking forward to the next gathering. And she says, Mardi Gras. Hey, you don't have to twist my arm about Mardi Gras. So there's going to be many celebrations in 2026, Paulie. I have a feeling. So
I agree. And what we tried to do this year, Miriam, because we were really just kind of making this up as we went along. This is the first year of our show. So we had the opening day party. We had the night out at the Giants game. We had the broadcast for the Warriors with Brooksy and Tom Tolbert. And then we just had our holiday party. So we had the big 4 get-togethers. So I would say next year, Miriam, we'll have at least 4 get-togethers, and maybe we'll do more. Like maybe we'll do it more often. But each one of them has been really, really successful and a lot of fun. And it's a great way for all of us to get together and hang out. And frankly, I'm having as much fun. Tony, I had a blast Friday. I had a great time. I really did.
My dad had a blast on, and he came by himself. He rolled up by himself. My mom was like, I got all this stuff to do. I'd love to make it, but then I got to make an appetizer for the dinner party we're going to, blah, blah, blah. So he came up solo and ended up having a great time. He hung out with Patty's Mikey for like an hour.
Mikey and Big Ed getting into it is worth the price of admission. I got to say, my only complaint is I didn't get enough Big Ed time. I didn't get enough.
Dude, you know who got some Big Ed time was Neil Donardi. So I think there's if I can find this too, it's a great one. There it is right there. Hang on. Stand by. I just want to share this as well.
Hacksaw Montana hanging with Big Ed was key, dude. 100%.
Oh, dude, yes, Hacksaw Montana got a good hang with. And by the way, Hacksaw, I'm so sorry about your Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We're going to talk about that as well.
We are. That's a great photo. I hadn't seen this. That's a really, really great photo. Really nice.
That's Big Ed, my dad, and Neil Donardi. So good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you for taking that picture, Don Peralta. And thank you for the super Miriam. We have Pine Needle, also super Pine Needle. You were definitely missed. Your name was flying around the room.
It really was.
Yeah. Not your real name, just the name Pine Needle.
Pine Needle and Patrick Patton were probably the most often mentioned people that weren't present at the party. But Pine Needle, we were feeling your presence, and we talked about you quite a bit. And thank you for the message today, too, bro. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad you checked in and watched the broadcast. That was all Don Peralta. Again, that was all Don. He's like, guys, I got it. I got the not the tripod, but I got the stand. I've got the video. I got the mics. Dude. Go on with your bad self, Dom. So Pine Needle, thank you for checking that out, and thank you for the super, and thanks for all your support all year long, my man. Thank you. And then Paulie, last super right now is Jamar, your boy Jamar Stamps. He says, hate that I had to miss out. Family event ran long, but glad to hear the PNP family had a great time. Happy holidays all. So thank
Jamar,
you.
Hey, Jamar goes back with us, man. Jamar was he and his sister were winners on the Hawaii trip some years ago. Nice. And we fell in right away, Jamar and I. And by the way, Jamar, we missed you, but throw this out there real quick. Jamar is a monster Les Claypool fan. Like he loves Prime. Yeah. So just to let you know, Jamar, we're planning on going to the Primus gig on December 30th. We're not going New Year's, but we're going the night before, so we'll be in touch. Let me know if you're going to be there. We'll definitely hang out because I'm going to be there. Tony's going to be there. My buddy Drutzy's going to be there, who also showed up at the party. Shout out David Drutz.
Yeah, he did.
He hit the scene. We're all big Claypool fans like yourself. And also Neil Donardi, the one and only Donardi winner. He'll be at the Primus show. So, Jamar, hope to see you there, and we'll talk before that. But thank you for the message, and we missed you too, buddy.
By the way, that's look at his profile pic of Joe. That's
with incredible. The 40F and Niners shirt on.
Oh. So good, Jamar, and thank you for the super, my man. Thank you everybody for the super. Gosh, everybody's so generous in this community. So freaking lucky, Paulie.
You know who's not generous, Tony? You want to know who's not generous? Watch this segue. It took me 20 years to develop professional routines like this. Tony, I'll tell you who's not generous: the Baseball Hall of Fame voters, because Barry Bonds ain't going in. Jeff Kent is going in now. First, I want all your feelings and thoughts on this. I really do. I want Tony to let it all out. But I will say this. I'm happy for Jeff Kent. He deserves to go in. He has more home runs than any second baseman in baseball history. That in itself, to me, puts him in. He, and by the way, don't forget when he left the Giants, he had like really good years with Houston too.
Yep.
And his pre-Giants days, I remember when he was playing with the New York Mets. I watched him in New York.
Yep.
So Jeff Kent, he's a Hall of Fame talent. I'm glad he goes in. He spoke last night or gave a lot of quotes about his feelings about Barry Bonds. He praised Bonds as a teammate, but he also said, like in typical Jeff Kent fashion, he's a guy I think Giant fans never really felt close to because of his personality. He's an abrasive douche a lot of the time, let's be honest. But he had a lot of big at-bats for the Giants, and he helped the Giants win a lot of ball games, and I totally support him going in. But when it came to Bonds, Jeff Kent said, listen, it's not going to affect me one way or the other. He was like essentially saying he didn't care if Bonds gets in. That was like the essence of what he said. But he did praise him as a teammate, talk about how he motivated him and how they motivated each other. I mean, that lineup, dude, Kent, Bonds, Burks, or Bonds, Kent, Burks. I mean, that's, dude, we were living good back then, bro, in terms of hitting and power. And now the Giants don't have anything close to that, obviously. But Tony, your thoughts on Kent, and then your thoughts also on Bonds not getting in yet again.
Well, first of all, enjoy the game.
Yeah,
enjoy
totally.
the game.
Totally.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's just ridiculous that Bonds is not in. I mean,
and there are a lot of steroid users that are in the Hall. Like, it's so inconsistent. You know what I mean?
You can take down a good chunk of Canton, Ohio, if you want to talk steroids, by the way, in the NFL, dude. So don't get me started on this whole professional athlete and steroid nonsense. Like, it was an era of baseball. I think it was Scott Ostler today in the Chronicle mentions, like, put Bonds in the Hall and just take out that criteria about, this whole steroid nonsense. Take that out and put Bonds in. I mean, yes, I'm happy for Kent. And what's funny though, Paulie, is I thought they should both get in because they were both amazing baseball players, but maybe they shouldn't have both got in because they were both just dicks, dude, when they were players, man. Like, I got to say, a couple of guys that I did not enjoy dealing with. I don't know about you, but like,
same. I would say that's accurate. Yeah.
They're just not, they wanted no part of the media thing. And it's like, dude, it's part of your job. Come on, man. It's part of your freaking job.
Yeah, anyway. He always felt like he was kind of above it all, I think, Barry Bonds. And all that stuff you heard is real. Like when I was first starting with Murph at KNBR, like Barry Bonds was still on the team. And a couple of times we went into the clubhouse and he made the vibe Bonds gave up in the clubhouse. He made it clear he didn't want to talk to you or anybody else. Like
Kent the same way. The same way. So I always wondered, like, did Kent and Bonds get along, or did they also hate each other? Like,
I don't think they liked each other very much. I mean, don't forget, Bonds choked him out in the dugout, dude. Remember that? He had pinned up against the wall. He was choking him in the middle of a game. So I don't think they were too fond of each other. That's also the Richie Aurelia. Boy, you look back at that team. They had so much power, dude. JT Snow could hit. You know what I mean? Bill Miller could hit. Bonds, Kent, Burks, dude, like it was like, wow.
Richie Aurelia should write like a tell-all someday, because
he would never do that though. He's a New York Italian. He's Omerta. He's never going to give it up. He'd be the last guy. Yeah, he's from Brooklyn, or he's not going to say a word. You know what I mean?
Man.
He'll go in front of the whole freaking jury like Pantangeli. Michael Corleone did this. Michael Corleone did that. But it was all lies. I just made it all up. Like Aurelia would never say anything. Did this, did that. Yeah. I love a Richie. I love Aurelia, by the way.
Me too, man. So if you're gonna let Kent in the Hall of Fame, it's just absurd that Bonds is not in there. It's just, come on, get over yourselves, Hall of Fame, and just open it up to those guys, and especially Bonds, dude. You look at Bonds' numbers, they're out of control, dude. I mean, of course, the 762, but he also had 514 stolen bases, dude. Let's not forget about that.
What's
swiping bags?
Yo, big time swiping bags like a madman. Swiping bags like we don't see anymore, dude. Nobody on the Giants swipes bags anymore.
Also, 298 career average. Jeff Kent, 290 career average. Like, these are two great offensive players, man,
and not just power guys. Those guys could hit. They knew how to like hit and play the game. Like they knew how to do it.
Played a very good outfield, and Kent played a very good second base. Like defensively, Slugging percentage, Bonds 607. Kent was 500. So I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. And also 17 seasons for Kent, 22 seasons for Bonds. Like nobody's doing that anymore. Like,
and why couldn't we compromise like this, Tony? Honestly, why couldn't they just compromise and say, okay, Barry Bonds, we're going to enshrine you in the Hall of Fame, but we're just going to put up a little plaque or some kind of notification that says, now be aware that Barry Bonds was investigated. There was a lot of suspicion. He was involved in this and that and Balco and everything else. But just like put some literature up with his display that kind of says, yeah, this guy was investigated. This guy was part of the steroid era, what we call the steroid era. McGuire, Canseco, all those poster boys, you know. But at the same time, somebody like Andy Pettitte, he was also involved in the steroid thing, and he's in the Hall of Fame, no problem. Like, I don't understand why it's okay, because you can't – that's my problem with it. Make it consistent one way or the other. If you're not letting any of them in, then make that a uniform rule across the board. You can't say that guy took steroids, but he was warm and fuzzy, and we liked him, so he's in. But Bonds took him, and we didn't like him, so he's – you can't do that. You can't have some in, some not. It's got to be consistent. That's all I'm asking for. With this
and who's to say? I'm sorry, man, but like, I don't know if Bonds is doing that stuff back then. There's a chance that Kent was too, because it's in the clubhouse. And they're
Marvin Bernard was doing it. You know, like the whole team was doing it. Let's be honest. Honestly, just let's have some real talk, dude. FP said it. FP admitted it. He goes, yeah, I got involved at some point. Like, you got to be realistic about the whole thing.
I love that about FP. His transparency about it all is really, really like, you know, I don't know, just refreshing.
Do you think, and this is a really irresponsible to do, but we've been known to be irresponsible at times, so it's going to suit us just fine. Do you have a hunch or any kind of like feeling that Jeff Kent was involved with something like that too? Yes. I don't know how I feel. I'm not going to. Why do you say that?
And yes, I have a feeling that Aurelia was. Like, Aurelia had that crazy year. It's like, dude,
he was a all-star shortstop that year. Yeah, we
hit 36 bombs or 35 bombs. Like, what?
He went off, dude. Yeah. He went off. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was the year 2000, 2001, something like that. Because late 90s, Aurelia was good. And then all of a sudden, bro, he started muscling bombs out. Like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah.
You know, yes. And it's probably like somebody has in the clubhouse, like, ooh, what's that? Let me check that out. Like, I don't know. That stuff spreads around the clubhouse. And by the way, Paulie, remember the injury from washing his car, Jeff Kent's injury from washing his car, but it was actually from his when he had his motorcycle, when he fell off his motorcycle, but he said it was from washing his car. Do you remember that whole nonsense?
Totally. Great call, dude. Yeah. I broke my wrist washing my car. Even I wouldn't make up an excuse that bad.
You got to come up with something better than that, Jeff. That's like, I remember when that happened. And that was when I was on Ralph and Tom's show, man. And Ralph was like, Jesus, dude. Come on, Jeff. What are we doing here, dude?
Yeah.
So back to your original question, dude. They both should be in the Hall of Fame. It's just ridiculous. It shouldn't even be a conversation. It just should not even be a conversation.
Do you think Bonds? I don't know how I feel anymore. I mean, I ask everybody this who likes baseball and especially likes the Giants, because I don't know. I don't know how I feel or what I expect. But do you think Bonds will ever get in? Or will it be like a thing, like a Pete Rose thing after he's dead someday? You know what I mean? Like, which to me is even more disrespectful. If you're going to do it while the guy's alive. Like Kenny Stabler's another guy they boned in the NFL. Yeah, well, look Kenny Stabler in after he's dead. It's like, oh, thanks. That's really great. That's awesome.
What good does that do? You know? So yeah, I do. I do have hope that he does. I really do. Because again, there's a lot of great hitters in baseball. Tony Gwynn's my favorite hitter of all time that I ever lived to watch hit. But if there was one person that I gotta say, Shady Shohei, I feel the same way about. Like, when Shady Shohei steps in the box, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and watch, but just because he's a ridiculous hitter. The same thing with Bonds. Like, the great, and my dad, who I talk baseball with all the time, he says the only player that was as good, if not better, than Willie Mays to him was Barry Bonds. And watching Bonds hit, he had the fastest hands I've ever seen. Like, I could turn on an inside fastball and hit it into McCovey Cove down the right field line. I've never seen hands that fast.
You know what used to blow me away about Bonds, Tony, is the fact that most pitchers would try to pitch him low and away, like give him stuff outside the zone. But when they would would deliver a pitch in the strike zone, he would not only connect, he would go yard. Like that to me was incredible. He would maybe see one pitch a night, and when he saw his pitch, he would leave the yard with it.
That's what I love about that. That's what I love about that Gagne bat. When he took Gagne deep to dead center field, that was such a battle, dude. God, that was just, if everybody get a chance, go back and watch that at bat with it's Eric Gagne against Bonds. And I think it went to a 3-2 count. And
am I being like, what's the word?
I guess steroids, Gagne, dude. Come on. Anyways, go ahead.
Do you am I being like unfair when I say, like, when I see, because you just said when you see Shohei Ohtani in the batter's box, you stop what you're doing and you want to watch the at bat. I mean, I guess I kind of do too. His at bats, they're pretty lively, and
he's got very quick hands too, Paulie. He's got very quick hands too.
Tell me if I'm wrong, and it's fine. I'll take your ruling on this, but I don't consider Shohei the same way I consider Barry Bonds. Am I wrong? Should I?
Like
I see Bonds in a different class than Shohei, and maybe I shouldn't look at it like that, but I do. Am I wrong to do that?
If Shohei continues this just dominance, you have to kind of put them in the same sentence, I think. I really do. Wow. And you have to consider Shohei is, no proof of this, but the reason we call him Shady Shohei is we feel that someday.
Because Pete Rose can gamble, and then he's not allowed in. Are they going to?
I'm also talking about performance enhancing. That's all.
Ooh, go ahead.
That's all. I'm just saying. That's all. Just Shady Shohei. Just if he's gonna pull all the other crap, do all that other crap. What's to say he doesn't try and do this stuff too? And then the guy can speak perfectly fine English, but he doesn't speak English in his interviews. I
don't buy that S for a second. I don't buy that S for an effing second.
Yeah.
I saw him look right at the ump during the World Series and just go like this: timeout, timeout. Like I saw him, I go, oh, you only, what do you know? Just selective English, I guess. Timeout, give me more money. You know how to say that wasn't me. You know how to say it was my friend gambling. Those are the catchphrases of English he knows. I'm just kidding. I'm breaking his balls. He's a Dodger. What do you want from me?
Exactly. Hey, dude, Don Peralta, I see you on the chat. He says Shohei will not have the same longevity as Bonds. And I agree, but you have to consider he also pitches too, which is just the fact that is happening in today's game is pretty wild. That when we can't get people to go past 5 innings, and you've got Shohei who's playing on pitching and swinging a bat, and dominating as the MVP. It is crazy. It's crazy what he's doing. But Bonds still, if I had to pick, who would I want to watch in one at bat, in a clutch moment?
Yeah,
it'd be Bonds over anybody. Maybe Tony Gwynn. If not Bonds, maybe Tony Gwynn, because Gwynn was just such a contact machine.
I love Tony Gwynn. Rest in peace. We all miss Tony Gwynn. By the way, Dub City with maybe my favorite line of the day. If Shohei ever gets busted for PEDs, don't even worry about it. He'll just blame his new translator. Yeah. No, it's him. He did it. He was taking PEDs, not me. I just drank out of his cup. I got infected somehow. You know what I mean? He'd throw another guy under the bus. Great call, Dub City. Hey, Tony, I want to make sure we give Don Peralta.
We'll give Don Peralta love in a sec, but Robot Centaur, the sports desk, checking in. He says it is well established. By the way, Fareed and Mrs. Fareed, Megan is her name. The Centaurs. Great to see you on Friday night. Thanks for making the trek from Concord. But he says
the Centaurs, the Centaur family. Yeah,
came out. Yeah, the Centaurs. Oh, you don't know the Centaurs? Oh, they're great family. It is well established that Shohei speaks good enough when he hits on women. So, dude, I don't buy this whole interview. Oh, I need my translator. Come on, man. You can get through an interview. It's just he doesn't want to deal with it. And they know that the interview can only be a certain length because of how long it takes to interpret things, and time is a factor in those TV interviews. It's just, God, man, it just drives me bonkers.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying any of the Shohei stuff. The Mr. Nice Guy apple pie. I don't buy it. Guy's a gambling addict, Tony. I'm saying it. All right. Give me Escobar Cheeks at third. He's a super. And then I want to give I want to give Don Peralta some love.
Oh man! So hold on a second. We have a few supers. Paulie, hang on. I apologize. Joe Cool 84, nice. Joe Cool 84. I love it. Take a page out of the Low Steve playbook. Hashtag defund the Baseball Hall of Fame. Hashtag Bonds forever. Yes, dude. Well put, Joe Cool. Thank you for the super. Escobar Cheeks the third checking in again. Bud Selig should also have a disclaimer on his Hall of Fame bust that he oversaw the era.
I'm not even laughing. That's a good idea. Yeah, make him carry some accountability, some of that responsibility. He looked the other way the whole time because after 94, the fans did not want to come back. The fans came back when Sosa and McGuire had the big home run chase. That's when baseball kind of caught fire again. And Selig, it's hard to believe Selig didn't have any idea that was going on. I actually like that, Escobar. I like that. I do.
That's a great call. And yeah, Selig knew all along, but the numbers were through the roof. People were coming to the ballpark in massive numbers.
They're not going to mess with that gravy train. They finally started making some dough. They're not going to rock the boat. Yeah.
Right. And who didn't get caught up in the McGuire Sosa chase? That was incredible.
Yeah,
those guys hitting bombs every night. Big Mac land in St. Louis. Like the Sammy Sosa run from the dugout all the way down and around the outfield, and like
God bless America. It's a beautiful country. That's
God
it.
Bless America. It's a beautiful country.
Any chance you can get your hands on that, Tony? We used to play that. We had some outrageous Sammy Sosa cuts. God bless America. It's a beautiful country. We used to play that all the time, and then we used to have Mike Tyson. I want to eat his children too. If you can ever find that, bring that one back as well.
Yeah, that was the.
Yeah. I want to eat his children. Yeah. I want to eat his children. What do you have to say about your opponent? No, not much. Just want to eat his children. Other than that, we're good. Yeah. Eat his children, Tony. Anybody ever said that to you? Not me. Yeah.
Hold on. Escobar's a super one more time. You caught me with that P. He says, favorite home run ever hit, that Bonds ever hit, Yankee Stadium. They booed him then that he hit that bomb, and they gave him a standing ovation. Shady doesn't play defense. No GG. No Golden Glove. Yeah.
I'll buy that too, Escobar. Escobar's on fire right now, man. Yeah. I'll buy that.
Cheeks, thank you for the supers. Thank you, everybody, for the supers, Paulie. So what do you want to do? You want to go to Dom, yeah?
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to kind of commandeer this one, Tony, for the Peralta Arts read or Stellar Design. I'm not sure. I don't have access to it today, so you take care of this one.
Yeah, no, I've got it, but I also want to show something. Oh, where'd it go? Shoot, hang on a second. I want to show something. The
Escobar, sorry, Tony. Sorry. At the end of I Want to Eat His Children, Escobar's coming in going, don't forget, you guys, he ended that quote with praise be to Allah. Dude, believe me, we know about praise be to Allah. We used to play that cut too on the Ticket 1050, and he said it like all pissed off. Praise be to Allah, like he's like like he's mad. You know what I mean? So no, we know Escobar. Believe me, Tony and I were all over that like a couple of scientists back in the day. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. I was like, damn. Okay, Mike. By the way, we had Mike in studio. That's a whole story for another time. But I met Iron Mike Tyson once. It was pretty amazing, actually. Yeah,
totally, dude. Yeah. It just makes me think of the stuff that we got away with back in the day.
How about that though? When you involve like anger and religion, you know what I mean? Name of the Father, the Son, Holy effing Spirit, like you know what I mean? Like all pissed off, like with the prayer. Praise be to Allah. Anyway, take this because this is my body. This is my blood. Yeah, drink this. Yeah, yelling.
Dub City, bringing up another quote from Tyson. If you don't like it, turn off your station, dude. Yes, that's a great recall too.
Turn off your station. Hey, leave Mike alone. I got Mike's back. I like Mike. Man.
Oh well, dude, Mike. The greatest decision he ever did was to be in The Hangover. That was the greatest decision he could have ever done for his post-boxing career, was be in The Hangover and have that role he hadn't. I mean, just dude. And
freaking in my mind, he delivered one of the great comedy lines of that whole movie, and it's kind of lost in the wash a little bit when he knocks out what's his face in the air tonight. He knocks out Galifianakis, whatever, puts him on his ass, and then Mike Tyson's friend goes, geez, I hope these guys get the tiger back before we have a tragic accident like what happened with Omar. And then like Bradley Cooper's like, wait, what happened with Omar? And then Mike Tyson's like, don't even worry about it. He's not with us anymore. That's my favorite. Don't even worry about it. But Omar's not with us anymore. Dude, I love that. Anyway, I agree with you, dude. Mike Tyson is okay with me.
Said, me too, dude. Me too. And he's a pot farmer now, dude.
I know. Hot boxing. Dude's got his own podcast. Hot boxing with Mike Tyson. If you've never heard it, check it out, dude. He burns Jays. He has a podcast. He sits there burning Jays.
Good for him. Really, just good for him. He's making a second career for himself. Paulie, Dom Peralta. and stellar.design. I want to
Tell
share.
me all about it, Tony. Tell me all about Dom Services. I'm listening.
Well, I'm going to share the screen, Polly, with yardsale.day is the website, yardsale.day, and it is a ski company. And right now, they have technical pieces of clothing for skiing. So Stellar Design, the San Francisco Bay Area-based industrial design studio that shapes the future of product innovation via Dominic Peralta and Stellar Design. The new announcement they have of Stellar Design is a company that they work with, Yard Sale. They are launching this technical apparel that you can ski in, but you can also wear out and about. And it's made from merino wool, and you can check it out on yardsale.day. And it's this clothing that it's technical layers you can ski in, but you can also wear out and about. Like a lot of ski gear, you can't wear, it's just made for the slopes and that's it. But this is both. This is a combo, a multifaceted type gear that you can get through yardsale.day. There's the men's sport coat merino blend mid layer. There's the base layer bottoms for women's, the men's knit base layer top, and then you got the sport coat. Look at that thing. That thing's snazzy. You can wear that skiing, or you can wear it to the next PMP Frolic.
I can see you wearing that, Tony. For real, you wear stuff like that.
Yeah, that looks very comfy. I'm gonna have to look into this, man. That thing looks sweet.
Could put your unmentionables right there in that breast pocket. I'm just saying.
Well.
You gotta have maybe for the Primus gig, keep a couple pieces in there.
See, look at that. You could wear that on the slopes and stay nice and warm. Then you got the zipped front pocket for stashing.
I guarantee you, Tony's not going to be tucking his phone in like this jackhole. Tony's just going to snowboard. You don't need his phone up there. You know what I mean?
I don't need my phone, but I do need maybe a little flask of something to keep
me. Flask, you know what I mean?
To warm the cockles, Polly.
Yeah, you got to keep those cockles warm, buddy.
Right? Warm the cockles this holiday season and go to yardsale.day for any of these this new launch of technical apparel that you can ski in, but also wear out and about. And this is all through stellar.design. They create award-winning design with a meaningful connection between people, product, and brand. Whether you're an individual with an idea, a startup, or a Fortune 500 company, Stellar Design offers a partnership to achieve out-of-this-world design. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. Contact our guy, Dominic Peralta, at dominic@stellar.design for any questions you might have. Dom is multifaceted himself, and this show would not be what it is without him. So thank you so much, Dom Peralta, for everything you do for the show. Thank you what you do with stellar.design, with Peralta Arts, and what you do for the PMP Familia, my man.
I felt like, I remember I made sure, Tony, yeah, totally. Thank you, Dom, a million times. I feel like, and I want to do one more super, and then we're going to wrap for today, and we'll see everybody tomorrow with Rod Brooks. But I wanted to say that I made sure that at the end of the night, I took some time to thank Dom just personally. And I was like, I walked over to, because he had all the stuff. He had a merch booth set up. He had all the trophies. He did all that stuff. He did the camera for the show, for the live stream. So, and by the way, I'm getting like drink envy, dude, watching you do that. Just pour a little vodka right in there. Tony, I forgot to tell you, at one point this weekend, dude, I started making vodka drinks. You know what I made? I know. I was getting loose all weekend long. Dude, Saturday, I invented a new one. Maybe we'll call this one the particle cocktail or something like that. Unless you guys have already done this. I tried ready for this? Fresca on the rocks with vodka.
Dude,
holy cow.
Remember we were talking Fresca a few night flights ago, it seems like a few, but maybe like 2 months ago. Fresca with tequila is good too. So Fresca and tequila, Fresca vodka.
I went Fresca vodka. Oh my God. By the way, Brian, Rags' brother, Brian, is a big Fresca enthusiast. And I'm just passing that along. If you want to make some cocktails and dazzle your friends at your next holiday party, hit them with a Fresca and vodka on the rocks, man. It's a pretty good drink. They were going down nice. But anyway, Dom, I was thanking Dom at the end of the night, and I go, Dom, let me help you break some of this merch down. Let me help you pack some stuff up. He's like, nope, I got it. Like, you wouldn't even let me help him pack up. So anyway, Dom, thank you so much for everything, brother. The contribution you've made to the show. You are worthy of that Hans Lufa, buddy. Believe me, that Hans Lufa had your name. We'll have a new Hans Lufa winner next year. We'll see what happens next year. But let's do the Phil Dawson super, and then let's go eat some lunch.
Absolutely, Paulie. And because we're doing another super standby.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
There we go. Phil Dawson. Look at that freaking profile pic every time. Every time. Need to get Iron Mike out for a sidewalk sesh. Loved watching the PMP festivities from the live stream. Major FOMO, though. We'll try to make the next one. Phil, we'd love to have you, my friend. And thank you for the super, my man.
Phil, yeah, no, thanks so much, brother. And we'll see you. I know this is the thing. I'm not even worried about it. For the people that couldn't make this one, I'm sure you guys will make the next one or the one after that, because we're going to keep on doing these. And you're 100% right. If we had Iron Mike Tyson in on a sidewalk session, he'd be Leah Phillips, Humdinger 87, she would have Mike eaten out of the palm of her hand. Leah is so charming. She's so much fun. And she is like the life of the party, man. Again, like, the sidewalk session, that's Leah's baby. I'm happy to participate, though. Believe me, I'm out there. If you miss me, Tony, like, where's Paulie Mack? You know I'm out there involved in a sidewalk session, which I was. We had a good 30 minutes. We just dropped anchor out there. Me, Dom, Stevie B, Patty was out there, Bonnie, Scarlet Fire, Jeff Faust. We had a great crew, and Leah was right there in the center of the whole thing. So thank you. And thank you, Phil.
Yeah, so much freaking fun. And Phil, yeah, you were missed, but there will be more next year. Dude, Neil Donardi, I saw him this morning. He's already talking about ideas for 2026. So is Dom Peralta. Different locations, different reasons to get together. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Whatever we decide to do, we'll do it together. It'll be a ton of fun. And we got Giants, season opener again that we can get involved in. Who knows what the Dubs are going to do? By the way, real quick, Paulie, Dubs, how about your guy, Pat Spencer, dude?
I told you. I've been trying to tell people. Pat Spencer can play, dude. This guy can play. No fear. Hitting big shots, talking mess to the crowd. Dude, did you see him waving goodbye to the fans in Cleveland? He went full gangster in that game. He's like, see ya. Bye-bye, you guys. By the way, you know who you didn't see? Again, your guy Kuminga. He's like MIA, buddy. Kerr's not having it right now.
He started the game against Cleveland,
and then Kerr sat his ass down for like the next 3 quarters. I think it's pretty clear they're going to trade him. I mean, it's all the writing is on the wall, and I think it could happen sooner than later. But anyway, Warriors off tonight. They're actually off until Friday. Good. Let these guys catch their breath. It was another back-to-back, and they won both games. We're all about Monday Night Football tonight. Everybody root for the Chargers. Help creative Tony with his hot and sour picks. No, I like the Chargers anyway. Go Harbaugh. Go Justin Herbert. And Tony, until then, we'll see everybody tomorrow, high noon. Rod Brooks will be with us. We're going to talk college football playoff at great length. And then we'll do it again on Wednesday with Pecan as long as he's available. I'll try to get him booked today. And Tony, that's it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, everybody. John Joseph, Don Peralta, Arkansas Dave, Bad Badges, Gravy, Rags, all of y'all, Humdinger, Robot Centaur, Stevie B. We love you guys. HVAC, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tony, crossfade us out of here and crossfade us to the lunch table, buddy.
I'm going to crossfade us, but I'm also going to reprise the Pinata video before we leave. So stand by one more time. If you're just joining the show now and you weren't at the Holiday Frolic, David Shanklin, a.k.a. NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, and Soccer Bowl, a.k.a. Jim, they both made a Patrick Mahomes pinata, and they filled it with a lot of goodies, and we brought the pinata outside of Standard Deviant Brewery, and here you go. Here's the video.
PMP VIP, PMP VIP, PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP, PMP VIP, PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hold on.
Hey, Patrick. We're going to fill you full of Tonys. And a bunch of weed and some Fireball.
And a bunch of weed. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, guys. It was everybody went home with a little something. Thanks to that pinata.
Oh, Paulie, and another thing. Hey, Chiefs.
You just got your asses whipped.
And hey, Patrick.
Like, let us play the game.
And hey, Jerry.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
There we go, buddy.
That's
And
it. I
Paulie,
want more Garcia cuts, Tony. Load them up. Load them in. Give me the more Jerry, the better. The better. Yeah.
It's time, man. We need to, if we're gonna have a show with, we're both huge deadheads, especially you, dude. Then we gotta have Jerry on the show. But here we go. Let's say goodbye. Business time.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time. Class dismissed.
There we go, P.
Thank you.
A
Yeah.
couple of business items real quick, Paulie. Tomorrow we will have Rod Brooks joining us at 12:30, which would be great. We can get more into the college football playoffs, which I still want to, Hacksaw Montana, a dear friend and big Notre Dame guy. We got to talk about that because Bama, what's Bama doing in there, dude? What is Bama doing in there? But we can talk about it tomorrow with Brooksy. Also talk to him about his Lane Kiffin LSU Tigers. And Warriors, Niners, we'll get into that with Rod at 12:30 tomorrow. Friday, Sweet Mad Hatter is taking over the musical assignment from Central Oregon and the Leg Bong. Leg Bong, Central Oregon, musical assignment, Sweet Mad Hatter. Can't wait for that as well. And then we're looking, hopefully, to get Pecan on the night flight on Wednesday night as well, Pete.
Looking forward to all of that. It sounds great. And everybody enjoy your Monday. Enjoy Monday Night Football. And we will do this all again tomorrow at high noon. And we will see you then, y'all. Have a good Monday. And cheers to all of y'all. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody. Peace.